Okay, we're ready to go.
Okay. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Tuesday Montgomery County Commission meeting for October 20th, 2020. This meeting is being conducted by video conference via zoom.us due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This meeting will be live streamed on the county's Facebook page at Montgomery County, will be available on local public access television, DATV, and will be posted on the county's website at www.mcohio.org per guidelines approved by House Bill 197. Madam Clerk.
Okay, Commissioner Lieberman.
Here.
Commissioner Rice.
Here.
Commissioner Dodge.
Here. County Engineer.
Okay, good afternoon, Commissioners, Administrator, ladies and gentlemen, and our viewing audience. We have quite a few items today. The first is Resolution 20-1309 to authorize an LPA Federal Local Let Project Agreement with the Ohio Department of Transportation for the Shank Road Bridge Project. 1310 is to amend the agreement with Fishbeck for the Social Row Road Project Phase 1 by decreasing the amount by $850 for a revised total in the amount of $626,680. 1311 is set the date of November 10th, 2020 for the viewing and November 17th, 2020 for the hearing on the Mad River Road Alex Bell Intersection Improvement Project in Washington Township. 1312 is to authorize a payment by warrant in the amount of $67,826.60 to the City of Oakwood from permissive tax funds for the 2018 Troyer Road Improvements Project. And 1313 is to reduce the letter of credit by $174,072.94 for the Downing Farm Development in Washington Township. And then we have a number of roads that are satisfactory for placement on various township road systems for the township's maintenance, care, and control, and to report said mileage to the State of Ohio Director of Transportation. First is 1314 Little Turtle Court, located in Turtle Creek, Section 3 in Butler Township. 1315 is Madison Square Place, located in the village of Little York, Section 3 in Butler Township. 1316 is Sudachi Drive, dedicated by the way of the Sudachi Drive Street dedication in Butler Township. 1317 is the Town Center Drive, located in the Home Furnishings Lifestyle Center plat in Butler Township. 1318 is Hunters Road Run Drive, located in Hunters Run plat in Section 1 in Clay Township. And 1319 is Forest Park Drive and Sue Ann Boulevard, located in the Forest Park Center redevelopment, Section 1 in Harrison Township. 1320 is Gita Lane, located in Silver Creek Estates, Section 6 in Washington Township.
I move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Juvenile Court.
Thank you, Commissioners. Under Juvenile Court, we have Resolution 1321, authorize the purchase through state term contract from Justice AV Solutions, Inc. of audio-visual equipment in an amount not to exceed $745,580.56.
I move for approval.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Auditor's Office.
Under the Auditor's Office, we have Resolution 1322, authorizing a payment by warrant to FIS Data Systems in an amount of $2,460.10. We have Resolution 1323, extend the dog licensing application period through February 1st, 2021.
I move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
County Administrator.
Under the Clerk's Office, we have approval of the minutes of the meetings on October 6, 2020. Resolution 1324, approval of bills. That list is available in the Clerk's Office.
I move for approval.
Second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Administrative Services.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. We have just a handful of resolutions today. The first is 1325, and this is the approval of personnel actions. And this list is available in the clerk's office. 1326 authorizes participation by the Office of Strategic Initiatives in a grant application submitted by the City of Dayton to the U.S. Department of Justice for further development and maintenance of the criminal justice information system in an amount not to exceed $27,590. Resolution 1327 authorizes a price agreement with Cargill Incorporated for road salt for the engineer's office through July 31st of 2021 with an option to renew. 1328 amends the agreement with Optum Bank Incorporated for the administration of the Montgomery County Health Savings Account enrollment and contribution program by extending the date through December 31st of 2021. 1329 amends and renews the sublease agreement with the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services for the leasing of 2,391 square feet of office space located at the job center by exercising the first renewal option, which will extend the date through June 30th, 2021, and increase the annual rental rate to $46,935.36. And last is 1330. This will reject the bids received on September 30th, 2020 for the jail security infrastructure improvement project and re-advertise at an estimated cost of $498,650.
I move for approval.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Environmental Services, Matt.
All right, good afternoon, Commissioners. I've got Resolution 1331, authorizing agreement for consulting services with AMG Inc. for the Compliance Arc Flash Assessment in an amount not to exceed $405,888 through December 31st, 2021. 1332, amend the agreement with Building Crafts Inc. for the Trickling Filter Rehab Eastern Regional Project by adding $217,434.54 to the original amount for a revised total of $4,442,436.54 and extending the term through January 31, 2021. 1333, approve the plan, specifications, and estimated costs of $1,861,740 and solicit bids for the construction of sanitary sewer facilities for the sanitary sewer lining services project. 1334, accepted easement deed from GNWT Inc. 2 for sewer lines in connection with the Habitat and Summit Med lift station and force main replacement project, and approve an agreement for payment of $2,500 and authorize the auditor to issue a warrant in that amount. The following 6 resolutions are to prepare and submit applications to participate in the Ohio Public Works Commission State Capital Improvement Program and execute contracts as required for grants and loans. 1335, Woodman Dorothy Siphon Replacement Project in the amount of $700,000. 1336, Regent Water Main Replacement Project in the amount of $1,160,000. 1337, Austin Boulevard Sanitary Sewer Main Replacement Project in the amount of $815,000. 1338, Spinning Road and Eastman Water Main Replacement Phase 2 Project in the amount of $975,000. 1339, Dorothy Water Main Replacement Project in the amount of $720,000. 1340, Stop 8 Road Lift Station Elimination Project in the amount of $500,000.
I move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
OMB.
Thank you, Commissioners. Under the Office of Management and Budget, we have Resolution 1341, authorize appropriation amendments. Resolution 1342, authorize additional appropriations. Resolution 1343, authorize cash transfers. Resolution 1344, authorize appropriation decreases. And Resolution 1345, rescind Resolution 2012-72 dated October 6, 2020, which authorizes appropriation decreases.
I move for approval.
I second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Human Services, Tom.
Thank you. I'll begin with the Department of Job and Family Services. Resolution 1347 will accept an award from the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services to provide funding for a local youth advisory board in the amount of $7,500 through June 30th of 2021. Then under Human Services Planning and Development, Resolution 1346 will authorize nonprofit grant agreements through the Office of CARES Act with various nonprofit organizations through December 30th of 2020. We have several agreements this week with nonprofits. They include senior services agreements with the Area Agency on Aging and Senior Resource Connection. We have a agreement that will provide food support through the House of Bread. We have PPE, rent, and mortgage expenses for the YMCA of Greater Dayton. And then with the Urban League, we have technology upgrades for staff and client services.
I move for approval.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And before we go further, I just have to say that so many of these nonprofits that they're able to get some CARES Act funding, they just do such a wonderful job for our most vulnerable population here in our county. So we're very grateful to all of them.
Thank you, Commissioner. Tom and Jerry have done a great job of getting the HHS non-for-profits the support they need. So thank you again, Commissioners, for your support.
Well, and everybody's, had to get creative and be flexible and figure out how to fulfill the mission and still, taking into effect the safety of everyone involved. So it's really been a demonstration of really coming through in the hardest of times with grit and determination to continue to fulfill both their mission and our mission for our citizens. So it's wonderful that the CARES Act was there, that we could make this available to respond to those. So these kinds of projects really excite me to be able to support them in this way.
Okay.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Thank
Business
you.
service. I'm sorry, Tom, did I interrupt? Go ahead.
No, I was simply thanking you for your approval. We know that the nonprofits are really helping our vulnerable populations, and anything that we can do to support them is certainly appreciated. So thank you for your support. Thank you.
So I think I moved to approve. Or did I already do it? I forgot.
Yes, you got that.
Okay.
Okay, business services. Chris?
I have 5 resolutions for you and 3 late agenda items. Commissioners, Resolution 2013-48, authorizing agreement with Greater Dayton Premier Management, GDPM, for the installation of a fully integrated Wi-Fi design, which supports the county's digital equity strategy for residents living in identified public housing units to reduce the impact of COVID-19 in an amount not to exceed $2 million through December 30th, 2020. Resolution 2013-49, authorizing a project support agreement for 5 Rivers Metro Park to provide capital contribution to offset construction costs associated with the Deeds Point pedestrian bridge replacement in an amount not to exceed $375,000. 1350 authorizes small business assistant grant agreements through the Office of CARES Act with various local businesses through December 30th, 2020. 1351 authorizing education assistant grant agreements through the Office of CARES Act with various local organizations through December 30th, 2020. 1352 authorizes a nonprofit assistant grant agreements through the Office of CARES Act with various local organizations through December 30th, 2020. And our late items are 1354 authorizing the creation of utility relief grant program through the Office of CARES Act through December 30th, 2020. 1355 authorizing agreement with Dayton Power and Light to provide utility assistance to households located in Montgomery County who have been impacted by COVID-19 in an amount not to exceed $10 million of CARES Act funds through December 30th, 2020. And 2013-56 authorizing agreement with Vectren to provide utility assistance to households located in Montgomery County who've been impacted by COVID-19 in an amount not to exceed $10 million of CARES Act funds through December 30th, 2020. I could tell you the DP&L and Vectren piece, those applications are going to be cut off on or before November 30th. So the program continues on so we can get this money out the door through December 30th, but the applications are going to end on or before November 30th of this year.
Chris, could you also talk a little bit about Resolution 1348 on the Greater Dayton Premier Partnership that we've been working on?
Yeah, absolutely. This is an agreement that allows us to provide identified public housing units throughout Montgomery County, not all of them, but many of them, to provide Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi with an agreement with Greater Dayton Premier Management and their partners, a host of partners, to help out not just the kids who are going to school remotely, but the seniors and others who are in serious need of this service.
Well, I just think it's great that DPNL and Vectren are participating in this, and because now that the weather's turning cooler, it's going to be a godsend to a lot of the vulnerable population to be able to get their heat and electricity, to continue to stay on. So thank you to DPNL and Vectren for what they're doing. They're stepping up, and that's great. We still have a lot of need out there.
Yeah, and it's going to be very easy to apply. So they just need to visit mcohiocares.org and click utilities and apply. It's all online and it only takes a few minutes, I'm told. And you just need to have a recent utility bill, because you'll enter the account number, your name, and the service address as it appears on the bill. And we just know, as we've already mentioned, that this is going to be a huge benefit to our community. So excited to see this finally materialize, even if the applications, you have about 5 or 6 weeks max to get the applications in, because it all has to be distributed by December 30th, but nonetheless, it'll be critical to many of the residents.
I just want to add that, once again, so much of what we do as a county is with partnerships, and we have great partnerships. And once again, here we are working with others that we know we can accomplish so much more than doing it on our own. So, our team has been working with DPNL and Vectren on this program for many weeks. And it's great that we're able to do this and help our residents, because we know there are people with past balances, and this way we can get it cleared, and those CARES Act dollars can really help where it's most needed. Again, to qualify, it's really easy to find out, but here's just a few of the things you should be aware of. Only available for people whose residences are in Montgomery County, or their account is in Montgomery County. The program covers any amount that is more than 30 days past due, as long as it is billed on or after March 1st. And the credits are available to anyone who has experienced financial hardship during the pandemic. And so to our team, thank you so much for getting this done. And then I'm also I'm going to talk about one of the other resolutions that we're really looking forward to. It's something that we've talked about even pre-pandemic, but we're going to be rolling out our digital equity initiative this Thursday, October 22nd, at our Dayton Boys and Girls Club. And we'll be announcing some pretty exciting internet infrastructure and technology investment. And, we're doing this with the hope that we can help and really start to close the digital divide here in our county. That the pandemic really showed us how bad it is, not just for students, but for people, for their parents and anyone that's trying to work with and anybody that's trying to get benefits, or people trying to work or go to our workforce site or find a job. And so it really showed, how the digital divide is really, really a hardship on so many in our community. So I'm glad that we're able to start this and kick it off. And so it's exciting.
Commissioners, I want to thank you for your support. We started working heavy with DPNL and Vectren last year during the tornado. When we had tree removal, Paul, I know you and your team remember what we had to do to coordinate all the tree removal throughout the county. And this is just another partnership, as Judy mentioned, and as you mentioned, Debbie and Carolyn, with DPNL and Vectren. And again, a key initiative of ours has always been to try to get Wi-Fi spread throughout the community. So thank you for your support, Chris. you and Ward, thanks for your support in moving these forward. Chris, operationally, I know this was a lot of work. Thank you, Chenna and the IT team. Great job.
I just want to add one more thing, a story I heard the other night. So the Boys and Girls Club, you know, were supplying food for people, for students, and nobody was coming. And they couldn't figure out, you know, why isn't anybody coming? Well, because they were putting it on their Facebook page or sending out emails and no one was getting them. So they went around door to door and passed out flyers. And then guess what? Kids started coming. And what that reminded me of, as many of you remember, during the tornado, you know, we had all of these opportunities for people and ways to help and who they can connect with. But yet it seemed like nobody, until we started passing those flyers out door to door or at any of the sites. And so again, you know, the internet is so important. And this is just one, not first step, but another step in us really, really eliminating that divide.
Well, I think one of us needs to, I move to approve.
Well, I will second that.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, under County Commissioners 20-1353, appoint Tristan Ball to the Ohio Children's Trust Fund, Western Ohio Child Abuse and Neglect Regional Prevention Council as a county prevention specialist through October 20th, 2022.
I move for approval.
I second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Comments by County Administrator?
Thank you, Commissioner. You know, last week, I guess we can call it Judy Dodge Week, because Judy has been a champion. All three of you have been a champion, but Judy has been kind of at the spear of tackling insecurity and hunger in the Miami Valley. And last week we had the annual food summit. We had our second food distribution truck with the food bank. I mean, this was huge. And Tom, you and Jerry, thank you for the work that you've been doing on the food trucks. And then we had the Homeful Mobile Grocery Store. So Chris, you and the CARES Act team to help move the funding so we could have the grocery store. It's kind of one of those things, if we can't bring in new groceries, then we have to take the groceries to the people. So thank you, commissioners, for your support in moving this. And Judy, thank you for your leadership in this area.
Well, thank you. I have to thank everybody. I just didn't do this by myself, but all of a sudden everything just came together last week, no question about it. And it was a great 10th annual food summit that we had. And we hosted about 350 people. It's the most we've ever had. Great conversations, great programs that were introduced. It was very, very successful. So thank everybody for tuning in if you had a chance. And one of the things that was great, we announced this year's Food Champion Award winners, and we had 22 nominations. So it was quite exciting. So we had some great winners and just some wonderful people in our community that know the need of our vulnerable population that need food. So, you know, it was just a great last week. So thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Judy, and thanks for your leadership. You know, every little bit is really changing the face out there of hunger, and we really appreciate you leading this for the county. We also, Michael mentioned it, we got to go to the food bank, all three of us, and join our good friend Michelle Riley to unveil the second refrigerated box truck that we've been able to assist with funding. Again, that truck, while it won't be like the grocery store truck, that truck is so important because that gets the food out to the organizations that distribute the food to our community. And Michelle mentioned this number, and I asked her to repeat it, because throughout the county, more than 81,000 people in our county are struggling with hunger. And the pandemic has just exacerbated this issue. And so we approved an investment of about $64,000 to help bring food directly to those who need it most and who cannot afford it. And so that $64,000 was one of the first commitments we made for CARES Act dollars. And so I'm really proud of us and our CARES Act office and Michael and everybody. You know, everybody's been so hands-on to get this money to our community. And so thanks, everybody.
Mhm. And real quick, Debbie, you mentioned over 80,000 people are families. Almost 26,000 of them are children.
Yeah, oh gosh.
Well, and I'm just gonna chime in on, once again, Judy, great job and great leadership for a decade. So, you know, and I know that you were sharing that we were making such good progress, and then the pandemic hit and we've hit more bumps in the road, but thank you for your dedication to it. And I just wanted to talk real quick about the home full grocery truck that we got to tour. Way cool. It's, you know, Tina Patterson, the CEO of Home Full, said she had this crazy idea.
Mhm.
And, you know, there was lots of things to figure out, but to put a grocery store on wheels is no easy feat, but they made it a reality and we helped make that. And, you know, Michael, you mentioned, just like we have the mobile unit or the workforce mobile unit where we can go and deliver services to people where they are, same concept here. And they're actually, they partnered with RTA to provide free transportation to and from senior living facilities. And so anybody that's having just a transportation challenge, they're taking that into account. They're going to have regular rounds so people can now, you know, actually get good quality food, not leftovers, not things that you wouldn't want. It was beautiful inside.
Mhm.
And we're so thrilled, as we've already mentioned, that Montgomery County was able to bring the program to life by providing $575,000 in funding to purchase the vehicle and the point of sale system, as well as to pay the driver's salary. So we have a real investment in this, and it's so very, very exciting. Now, what's really exciting is this week, they're starting the soft shopping. But they'll be available, I believe, like 5 days a week. Starting next week is when they really go full time. And so you're going to be able to see this happening throughout the community. And, you know, to see a crazy idea like this in a crazy time that we're all living through just warms the soul to know that we're bringing solutions to people who so very, very much need it. So I'm just thrilled with all of these projects. And really, we say it, but you can't say it often enough. Everybody is just being so creative. And so, you know, you have big problems and you just tackle them as best as you can. And so this is a shining example of, you know, one of these food and transportation problems. So I can't say enough about it. It's a great thing. And it was a great week.
Mhm. Yes, it was. Okay, our next meeting is going to be next Tuesday, October 27th at 1:30.
I move to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Bye. Have a great week.
Thanks, you too.